it's Ahmer here. So today I have a really awesome pickups video for you. This item is actually one that I scored at the Southeast Game Exchange convention that I went to. My first ever video game convention, and this one I met some amazing people. So before I do a full recap on this whole entire convention that I went to, what I expected, what I picked up, and who I met, I'm going to show off one of my favorite items that I scored, and I found this on the first day there. So let's go ahead and see what I scored. So this game convention was just so exciting. The hype was definitely there, as a lot of people have not been to any game conventions prior to the pandemic and everything else going on. So this one was one of the ones that kind of just jump-started it for a lot of people, and especially me. This was my very first video game convention ever. So not knowing what to expect, not knowing what I was going to find there, if anything at all, as I do find so much stuff around here. This convention was about 8.5 hours away by car ride, and I was just so excited to find some of this stuff. Luckily, being a panelist and having a little panel there, I actually got to enter the convention a little bit early. I got to walk around, kind of meet vendors, and if any of them were willing to sell anything prior to the convention starting, then I could go ahead and take advantage of that. So of course I got there at like 7 a.m. I was one of the first people in there walking around, and I see some really awesome video game store display items. So of course my eye gets drawn to that right away. As you could tell, I have neon signs, video game kiosks, all kinds of really awesome cool displays, and I saw one that I may not have had in the game collection. So of course all I see is this box right here, and on this box it says Nintendo DS logo neon sign. So right away I'm looking at this little place over that's kind of on the far side of the video game convention. This guy has this really awesome table. So of course I look at this table, I see all kinds of really cool items, and there's a guy standing there. He looks at me and he goes, "Hey, I know you." And I'm like, "What? Where do you know me from?" He's like, "I see all of your stuff posted online. I see you in tons of the Facebook groups. You need this item in your video game collection." So he had a price tag on it for a little bit higher, and he said, "Just for you, I'll knock $100 off." So I was just over the moon, and I was just so shocked that he was willing to do that. So of course I went ahead, I counted out some money, and I decided to record it because I was just so excited, and I knew that I wouldn't be making this video for a week or so after the fact. So I didn't want that excitement to go ahead and just go down even a little bit. So I was just so thrilled. This thing is just so cool. We'll go ahead and take a closer look at it. I was just shocked that it was in the original shipping box, as that is always a plus when it comes to these. And because I already have this video game kiosk, I thought this sign would be amazing to have. So this thing is just so cool. So right here we have this Nintendo DS neon sign. So this thing is so awesome. It kind of has this clear casing, very similar style to the PlayStation 2 neon sign up there, and all of this lights up white except for one of these lights up blue. So this is actually going to be really cool. It's not that heavy at all. On the back it has some information on here. It says for indoor use only, electric sign. It even has this Nintendo sticker. It says NTRM05DS sign, neon blue DS. So of course it has this Nintendo information on here. It says Enhance America and made in China. So it has just a lot of information on here, the company and everything else. So this thing is so cool. It even comes with this little switch right here. It's still tied up with this little string. And then of course we have this long power cord. So I really just wanted to show off one of my favorite items that I scored immediately right at the game convention. So this was so cool, as I had tons of people seeing me walk around with this sign, and of course everyone was like, "I knew you'd find something like that," or "Of course you would." So this thing, I knew I had to make a separate video on this. So this is one of the items that I picked up at the Southeast Game Exchange. I'll definitely have to get this thing lit up, get some overview shots of it, and just kind of show it off, as this thing is so beautiful. Definitely have to try and find a spot near my Nintendo DS kiosk and try and get this thing a little bit more cleaned up, as it does have some dust on it, probably from travel and everything. And I'm just so thrilled. This thing is so cool. So of course, right here, if we just go ahead and turn it on, I'm sure it's gonna look way better in person than on here. But here we go. We have this sign all lit up. This thing is just so beautiful. I still can't believe that I scored it for the price that I did. Just a few $100s, and it's complete in the box. It even included the bubble wrap on top. So this thing is just so beautiful. Such a cool display. Definitely going to look great in the room. I just need a few other neon signs to add to my game room, and I think everything will be just perfect. I have tons of Nintendo ones, the Xbox ones. I even have some other PlayStation ones, so this is definitely pretty sweet to keep adding more neon signs. And then of course I have tons of other lighted up signs like the Sega ones, the Magnavox Odyssey 2. I actually have a couple of those. So these are just so beautiful. They're really great enhancements to add to your game rooms. And I'm just so thrilled because I did not expect to find anything this awesome at the game convention. I really didn't know what to expect, but I'll go ahead and do a whole video on that one a little bit later, as I am trying to go in order here and just show how I got all of this stuff at the video game convention for free. Yes, you heard me right. So even though I paid someone for this, this was actually part of my collecting journey series that I've been doing on my channel, and pretty much everything that I bought at the game convention was from that one stop at the thrift store, where I've been buying and reselling some items that I find, keeping the non-duplicate items in my game collection, and kind of going through and selling all of my duplicate items to make a profit. So this whole entire convention was actually covered from that little series, so make sure you guys stay updated on that series, as well as I will be doing Season 1 finale on that coming up. And I'm just so thrilled to show off all the footage that I got from this awesome Southeast Game Exchange convention. I will definitely be trying to go back to that next year, and even the panel was just amazing. All of the other YouTubers and people that I met there, just so awesome, so nice, and everyone is just great. It didn't feel awkward, and it's just kind of like we just picked up right where we left off, just talking every day on social media. So this is really awesome, and I really do appreciate you guys watching my channel. So of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos, and stay tuned for more.